Everybody in the whole wide world really just needs to chill.
I was going to ask you, when you were hosting the spot at Q107, that was like a good 11 years, right? And
Well, good 10 years.
10 years.
It was
Okay.
the first one sucked.
You don't count that one?
No, I try not to.
Well, my question there was just going to be, what were some of the greatest experiences you had? And as a sort of a secondary question, can your fans look forward to maybe a Kim Mitchell podcast in the future?
No, I wouldn't want to kick your asses.
Yeah, you probably would.
No, I'm just kidding. Some of my favorite experiences were bringing the unique fact that I was a musician. Once I got my wings, so to speak, like the first year sucked, but once I sort of started to understand the craft and respect it and develop it, I enjoyed the fact that I was a musician on the radio and people were digging that because I was bringing something different than what a normal announcer would bring. I'll give you an example. Andy Summers of the Police comes in and he has handlers, and the handlers are saying, don't ask him to play. Because I had guitars in the studio and they're always plugged in. So before he came, I dialed up a really classic Police sound on the guitar. And he comes in, he's like, yeah, and he's quite nice. And I said, Andy, every breath you take is there's some really basic changes. Every breath you take is like those changes you've heard in a million songs. It's just his inversions of the chord and the way he's playing it makes it so unique. And I said, you really, really brought something to that song, those simple changes. I said, is that chord like this? And I grabbed the guitar and I was like, and he goes, no, give me the guitar. And he starts playing it. So stuff like that would happen. As well, some of the usual questions that I was asked for decades, which are okay, but it's like, so who are your influences, or what can we expect from the show, or whatever. I'd say to somebody in there, I'd go, so it's 15 minutes before you're going on stage. What's going on in the dressing room? Like, just describe the picture. Yeah. Who in the band is always late?
Nice.
I don't care if you're U2 or whatever. One of the band members is always going to be showing up late. Hey, it's lobby call at 6 o'clock. Got a plane to catch. It's like, the late guy comes sauntering down 10 minutes late. Oh, sorry, man.
No, that's so true. I mean, being a musician yourself, it really does give you a unique angle to approach broadcasting from.
Yeah, it was fun. So those are the moments that I really liked. I loved talking with some of those musicians because I found the bigger they were, the more famous they were, the more down to earth they were, the sweeter they were. They knew what they were there to do. There was no attitude. It was actually quite a breeze. It was, you're nervous because you're like, and then they start to talk and it's like, this person's a professional. They know what they're here to do.